Hello, welcome to SRE. How's the event going for you?
Thanks, Ron. It's going on well. Came in a little late. Attended one or two talks, but finding it more interesting to meet the people, meet their faces and all.
Yeah, exactly. It's always good to meet fellow SREs as we talk, understand each other's misery.
Misery, pain, rants, lot of adjectives.
So just on the top of the head, as we were talking with everything hot that is going on in the industry, what do you think about the implementation of AI SRE with two things? One is where people are the other side of SRE, which are like, hey, give me enough context and I'll figure it out.
Right.
Give me enough information so that I don't have to crawl and sprawl around.
Right.
The other end of it, where companies, most devs are working towards automating the whole of it, where you give access to AI SRE to make those changes into production. So how do you feel about it? What's your take on it?
So SRE as a breed has been the most paranoid people in the industry, right?
Agreed.
So there is this mindset of should I give my AI access to my production systems? But we've been doing that indirectly through the code we've been writing, right? Like now people are slowly getting used to accepting whatever code AI gives you after a certain amount of comfort that comes in, right? So that comfort with AI models maturing is already happening, but specifically in the SRE space, what we are seeing is that all these agents that do debugging for you, incident trial and all of that, they are lame when they go into the organization. And when I say lame, I mean that they don't have the crutch or the support of the data that they should act on. So still the organization practices around monitoring, observability, they are still rooted in the ancient ways of doing things, and now you are just slapping an AI agent on top of it and saying now fix this issue.
True.
But an AI agent is only as good as the data it acts on, like the training data, right? Where would you use Claude if it was not trained on the right data? You wouldn't. So similarly, that goes for AI agents, right? It is your responsibility to give it that organizational context. So we are seeing that with our customers, we are educating them that before you bring in this, army of agents, do some house cleaning, ensure that stuff is in order. Use AI agents to do the cleaning so that other AI agents could use that. Right?
True.
So those kind of things.
Yeah, that's very true. Also having the right data,
Right.
and then that will create the right processes.
Yes.
Exactly. How's the processes looking for you right now? What are the automations that are in place when it comes to saving time for your engineers, for your team?
Right. So I think SRE, in software development, that that code is supposed to be rewritten. But in SRE, the lowest hanging fruit that can add the same value as software developers is infrastructure as code. That I think is improving a lot. People are writing less Terraform by hand, less YAML by hand. We already hated writing YAML, but now AI, we have someone else to do it for us. So that value add has happened the earliest. That is where time saving is happening. The second part is rather than trying incidents, rather than bringing in agents when stuff breaks, using agents to onboard new engineers is very effective. Like what we do at 1-N is that when a new joinee comes in, what we've done essentially is that we've taken all of our customer case studies, recordings, and fed those transcripts to AI. And when someone comes in, they have a skill or sort of a skill that they use, talk to the agent and know about our customers, know their infra. So I feel the onboarding time has sort of become more streamlined. It loses the human touch, obviously, but that I think is a lot of time saving, especially in a consulting org when you are working with different customers.
Yeah, that's actually great. I'm going to use that for myself too. It's a great one. Just to end this topic on a higher note, I also want to understand the processes. So I see companies where, as we were talking about, having the right data, the right processes.
Right.
At the same time, legacy companies using legacy tools,
Yes.
they have those manual workflows in place where everything is very hectic for everyone to handle, make shift on. So how are you solving these things? Are you have you shifted left? Are you shifting left? What is your thought onto it?
So I think the one thing that people often miss when they talk about legacy companies is that they talk about that, their coding practices are old, they don't have the right CI/CD, they don't have the right infrastructure, but they exist for a reason. They are making money. They are making money than the shiniest thing that is there in the market, right? So when you respect that, you know what parts to touch, what parts to leave. So some of our customers who have legacy code, who have some manual processes around it, and which is too brittle to break but too critical to the business, if they tell us don't touch, we don't touch. But when it comes to the ecosystem around it, for example, you can fix the CI/CD around the legacy software without touching the legacy software, right? You can fix the release process of these tools by removing the hand-rolled deployment tool someone wrote without touching that. So let the core be the core, because when people approach legacy systems, their the idealistic mindset is I'm going to rewrite this, but a business executive is not going to buy into that. Like how much value can you deliver without being too intrusive of your work, right? That is where I think AI adds a lot of value. For example, I'll cite a use case. One of our customers, they were on Java 7. Right now the version is Java 19 plus, right? And they wanted to convert one of their old legacy Java code, which was used for service discovery, into something new. We used AI heavily for that, right? So we don't want to, even I don't know old Java code. My colleague Shiva, he worked on that, right? So there is a lot of value to be added. Take the parts of legacy that are peripheral to the core value addition, and then you fix them. That is helping a lot.
That's really great. It changes a little in my head about the views that I have had. Thank you so much for the conversation.
Thank you,
It was
Ron.
great
Thank you
talking to you.